Everyone knows that John Carpenter's The Thing is a classic horror masterpiece. It's one of those movies you're not allowed to criticize in my house, unless you want to feed the dog. But the 2011 prequel, that's one that everyone agrees is the bad one, and then immediately stops thinking about it, which I say is a shame, because the real story of that movie isn't told on the screen, it's hiding behind it. What's up, freaks? Welcome to The Laughing Dead, your cozy corner for intergalactic imposters. I'm your host, Ethan, and tonight we're breaking down one of the most disappointing prequels to ever sully the silver screen. I'm referring, of course, to the 2011 version of The Thing, a film that had potential, but fell victim to modern reimagining.
Oh, lovely. A first-class ticket to a covered death in the basement.
So whether you're a sage of horror facts, or just an underling pausing to take notes, strap on in, because we're getting into it. The Good Thing was released in 1982. Directed by John Carpenter, this film was made way back in the day when studios still let directors do and practical effects, completely unsupervised. It was a failure at the box office. Critics hated it, and audience didn't know what the hell to do with it. But then, like The Thing itself, it grew inside us all unnoticed. Over time, it mutated into one of the most respected horror films ever made, which actually feels poetic as hell. The Thing throws you into a pit of anxiety. Every character is suspicious. Every interaction feels hostile, and no one trusts anyone. Which is exactly how it should be when the threat can literally be wearing your buddy's face. This is a tale of an all-male, thoroughly boozed-up research team, quickly realizing that someone among them isn't human.
What the hell are you looking at me like that for?
No inspirational speeches, no emotional processing. Because who has time for emotions? Just men staring at each other deciding who to kill first. The logic is sound, and the breakdowns feel real. The ugly face of paranoia, like a pressure cooker loaded with jet fuel. And once this movie gets out of the gate, it doesn't let you breathe. It goes from suspicion to chaos to full-blown body horror nightmare in what feels like minutes. And every disagreement is settled with fire. It's a roller coaster ride that continues to escalate at a pace few other films can match. And then there's the effects. Many a classic horror film has been brought to its knees by the dreaded latex scenes pop out, rubber monsters are exposed, and illusions are shattered. The Thing survives all of it. The animatronics are disgusting, the textures feel alive, and the creatures are wrong in a way that CGI still struggles to replicate. 40 years later, studios are still chasing this look and mostly missing the mark. So when Hollywood announced a prequel, the reaction was kind of predictable.
Why, you son of a bitch.
Why touch perfection? Why even risk it? And when the 2011 version finally arrived, we were all left wondering why the hell they also named it The Thing. It's a totally different movie. The fuck? But that's not the only thing. We'll start with the lead character, this chick. I already forgot the character's name, but she's played by Mary Winstead, a starlet who has exactly two emotional settings: bored curiosity and total confusion. And that's it. That's the range. She drifts through the movie like someone stuck in a group project they didn't sign up for. No fire, no intensity, no sense that cosmic horror is unfolding all around her. Her only winning moment in my book is when the movie tries to leave her survival open to interpretation. At the end, she drives off alone into the Arctic. And it's kind of funny, because with nothing but desolate frozen wasteland for hundreds of miles, and no one coming till the spring, we can all at least take solace in the fact that her death was at least as cold and boring as her performance.
Damn.
Then there's the pacing. This movie takes nearly 43 minutes to get to the meat and taters. That's not a slow burn, that's a stalled engine. I kept thinking to myself, this has gotta be the longest damn intro on earth. But nah, that's just the movie. Scenes drag, tension refuses to ignite, and by the time the mutations really kick off, many will have checked out or fallen asleep, simply put. And then we get to the effects. The CGI in this movie, straight up, is cheesy as fuck. Over-animated, over-designed, the textures look wrong, and the whole affair comes out like it was slapped together. And that's because those CGI monsters weren't originally the plan. You see, this movie was shot with full practical effects. Puppets, animatronics, sick creature builds, people making real monsters, trying their best to honor the original. And then the studio looked at the footage and straight panicked. Not because they were bad or ran out of time, but because they looked, and I'm quoting here, too 80s, tacitly admitting they had no idea what made Carpenter's version into a cult classic in the first place. So the studio burned money, scrapped finished effects, and and digitally painted over real craftsmanship like it was something to be embarrassed about. That's not modernization, folks. That's cowardice and ignorance on full display.
You idiots!
The worst part is that the script really deserved better. The callbacks in the movie are smart, the continuity is well done, and the ending aligns cleanly with the opening moments of the 1982 film. This movie wants to snap into place like a puzzle piece. It seems the writers understood the rules. Don't over-explain the creature. Let paranoia do the work and keep the mystery alive. And every time it almost wants to work, the CGI crashes through the wall like a drunk idiot with a shit-eating grin.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
There are moments where you can feel the effort, and besides Miss Mary Elizabeth Winstead, the acting performances are really pretty good. Unfortunately, the final product is an uneven copy, made by a crew trying to honor a classic, all the while being dragged in the opposite direction by trend-chasing morons who don't understand horror fans or what made the predecessor great. What studios still don't understand is that fans of the thing didn't want sleep. They wanted nasty. They wanted real slime and tentacles. They wanted something that looked like it climbed out of a nightmare, not Pixar Studios. By erasing the practical effects, they erased the heart and soul. No amount of digital polish can ever put that back. Final thoughts. The Thing from 1982 remains untouchable. It didn't need a prequel, but it sure as hell deserved a better one than this.
Then why do you keep doing this?
Why do you keep doing this?
And when you find out that's all because of studio interference so bad that director Matthijs van Heiningen has refused to ever work for an American production again, you know exactly where that blame lies. If you had a good time tonight, or worse, learned something, go ahead and drop a comment. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more of my shitty opinions. And remember, if you laugh when others scream, you found your home. This has been The Laughing Dead. Thanks for watching.